What is OEM number? Before we introduce what is OEM number, we have to look at a vehicle, a car, uh, which include what parts. So the car can separate into four big category. The four big category. One is engine and fuel. Second is powertrain and chassis. The third is body parts. The fourth one is electrical. So it's motor, chassis, carrocería, y eléctricas. So the car divided into four parts, four big parts. And in each part, you can see, like engine, for example, we can see here's the oil filter. So this is the oil filter, filtro de aceite. Then you can click this one. So if you want to change oil filter, you find this car and you click this item, you can see. So this is the OEM number. So OEM number is the number for that part, el código para este producto. So this is the OEM number. This is the oil filter number. And if you want to search for the radiator, for example, so you go to the radiator, so engine, radiator, radiator, you click this part. Okay, now you can see this. This is the OEM number for the radiator. So that's the OEM number. So here list all the numbers, OEM numbers for the different part. So this is motor, motor de para radiadores, ventilador de radiadores. So here we can see this is the Toyota OEM coding system. Totally, there are 10 digits. 10 digits. In these 10 digits could include A or B, those letters. So it's digits mixed with letters. Digitales mezcla con las letras. So this is like a very typical Toyota. So let's look at this chart. From this chart, you can see the first one is this is OEM number. It's also 10 digits, but this is not Toyota. This is Kia. This is the Kia number. So this is the OEM number for either Toyota or Nissan. And is this an OEM number? We have to search online to know if it's an OEM number. It's not look like a very typical OEM number. But this is the Mitsubishi OEM number. This not OEM number. This not OEM number. That's the typical Isuzu OEM number. So that's the inquiry we got from the customer. These two are not OEM number. This is not OEM number. For this kind of list, we have to find out first is the OEM number. If it's not OEM number, most probably if we search online, we cannot find the cross of the parts. Maybe we cannot get this OEM number. So for example, let's search for this item. Okay, so we can see online, this is the part number for the starter. We can get the data from the first one. Okay, so this is the number for the starter. Okay, now this is the OEM number. That's the OEM number for that model. So to get the OEM number, we can search online the cross and input this OEM number in the inquiry list. So let's copy this and put here as OEM number. So that's the OEM number we can get. And also this one is also the OEM number. So this is the Mitsubishi OEM number because you can reduce this 0. So it's the OEM number. So then what's this number? This is the class number. It's the number for the different factory. They put a name for these parts. Okay. For example, this is another sheet. The customer offered us two numbers. One is one part number, the other one is the class number. So why it has a cross number is because one product is produced by Toyota and there are many factories produced for Toyota. So each factory, they have a different number system. For example, this is the oil filter. And this is a different factory. They put a number, big factory number for the oil filter. So we can have a reference. We can look at the JS filter, for example. Let's search this number. For example, catalog. You search this number. This is a big factory number. So you can see here is the OEM number. These are all the OEM number. But this is the frame number. So who is frame? Frame filter. Okay, so this is the frame. This is the frame factory. It's a USA company. It's a big factory. They produce oil filter. Also, they do OEM. There are many different. Frame is an example. There are many different factories like a MAN filter or Purorella filter. So if you search frame number, and you can get the OEM number in this website. Also, they have their own code. Is C804J. So that's the number for this website, for this factory. JS filter. We also consider this is a big factory number. So if you have the frame number or the big factory number, we still can cross the OEM number online. So once we have the OEM number, we can find the parts. So OEM number is the key for us to find the parts. But here, customer already listed the OEM number for this product. So usually we will request, or the inquiry, we will request OEM number. Para las cotizaciones, nosotros necesitamos código OEM para hacer cotización. Este tipo de código es de frame. Podemos buscar por internet, pero no todos los fabricantes, los códigos de fabricantes podemos tener los cross en la página. Por eso es muy importante solicitamos los códigos de OEM. This is another example. It's all mixed different product. So this is the introduction of the OEM number. You can see, like, this is the OEM number, but the customer add extra K or extra CH behind of OEM number. Together, we still have to clean this data. If we add this number and search in our system cannot recognize. System will take this as a part of the OEM number. So we have to recognize this and remove K or remove CH. We have to get rid of this this part. So how to do it? If it's many things, many numbers, so we will have the other video to introduce, but to get the OEM number, so this is the OEM number our system can recognize. We have to reduce K.